SGC here, and today's movie review is Runner Runner, starring Justin Timberlake, Gemma Arterton, and Batman. Directed by Brad Furman, who's also directed Lincoln Lawyer. So Runner Runner, you would go like, what is the name called Runner Runner? Are we like now down to generic names of one-word title movies, but times twice now? Maybe we should call Shooter Shooter. There's a legit reasoning as to why this movie is called Runner Runner, because actually it's a poker term, as in a hand made by hitting two consecutive cards on a turn and river, whatever that means, jargon. But yeah, so there is a legit reason, because I mean this Runner Runner is about online poker. And let's get to the plot. So JT plays Richard First, who is a Princeton student who has cheated his tuition money by playing online poker. And then Batman was actually the owner of this like online poker company, and he's like, JT's like, I gotta talk to Batman and like figure it out and stuff like that. And then he goes to Costa Rica, figures things out, hangs out with Ben Affleck, and then Ben Affleck is like, wow, you're really smart, maybe I should hire you because you found the flaw in my system and you can be my protege and right hand man. And then the relationship is like amazing now for JT as he's getting all these money and just more like stuff. But then lo and behold, actually FBI agent Zworsky actually comes in, who's played by Anthony Mackie, who is in the upcoming Captain America actually, and he starts to like, dude, you can't hang out with Ben Affleck because he's actually a really bad guy, so you gotta work for me or you're not gonna go back to the US States. So that's what pretty much happens. And then Gemma Arterton is sort of like there because she's like the assistant to like Ben Affleck, and JT's like, whoa, she's hot, I'm gonna like hook up with her sort of thing. And there you have the entire movie. So what did I like about this film? Pretty much just the entire acting of everybody was pretty cool. I mean, the fact that Anthony Mackie is like the first time I see him in anything actually, because he's in the upcoming Captain America, and I'm actually glad that I've seen him before he's in the Captain America, so I can like, you know, see how he acts and everything. And I really haven't seen anything that he was in except for maybe Hurt Locker, and I totally did not remember him, and he was fine in that, so that was good and stuff. Anyway, so the acting of everybody is good here. I mean, like, Justin Timberlake is playing Justin Timberlake's like generic role, as in like he's just really smart and really good at what he's doing. And like the fact that there is no like setting up that he is smart, he is just plain smart and really into finance and with numbers and everything. Ben Affleck plays like the ruthless, really two-faced, like I'm really cool and you can totally trust me, but at the same time I'm very dangerous sort of type of guy. Gemma Arterton is just the assistant, just there for eye candy pretty much. There wasn't much acting coming from her. And yeah, that's pretty much it for anyone else, because I don't think that they need to be named. And yeah, acting was fine, the premise was kind of cool. The fact that he was like, JT's super smart and he like figures out this algorithm that like things are going wrong. And that was cool until he gets hooked up with Ben Affleck. For me, it felt like, okay, that's pretty cool, but he's not portraying his character as in like why he's smart and everything. He's still very noob and I guess protege, but he's not very right-hand man sort of type of guy. And then later on the movie like divulges us into more corruption and everything, and that's when sort of like, when JT's like, oh, I gotta get out of here, that's when the movie sort of like sidelines and totally becomes a different movie sort of thing, as in like, I know I'm in a dangerous situation, but I'm not gonna believe this FBI guy because my boss said not to believe him, so I'm not gonna believe him. But then things happen, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna believe in the FBI guy because my boss can't protect me and my boss is a really bad guy. And then he starts paying people off and he's like, oh, now all my problems are solved. Like, that's pretty much how the movie like fixes everything. Like, oh, we're gonna pay off this guy, he's gonna help me later, and yeah, and then that's pretty much it. And the most fail like caught big fish ever, because I'm not gonna ruin it here, but it was kind of like fail as in like, how did you not know that was gonna happen? Anyway, yeah, Runner Runner was not as enjoyable as I thought it was going to be, because I mean JT's last film I watched was In Time. That was really enjoyable, but probably because of the premise and the sci-fi factor. Here, nothing that much. There was not a lot of poker at all, which is disappointing, because I was like, poker, that's interesting stuff, so I wanted to know about that, but there's not a lot of that actually. There's not a lot of anything really. There's action, and it's just like, why is there action? Why? Like, yeah. But yeah, like compared to Brad Furman's like previous film, this guy's only been directing 3 films. He directed, not directing, but directed 3 films, and The Lincoln Lawyer was the one before it. And I actually like The Lincoln Lawyer a lot more. Well, like general feeling about the movie anyway. And also, interesting note is that Leonardo DiCaprio was one of the producers that produced this film. So that's an interesting note. And I don't know what he was in the hand of. Maybe he was trying to like, oh, here, I did all this like acting on Wall Street, so this is what I'm gonna tell you, you know, the Wolf on Wall Street or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, Runner was, yeah, not that awesome. But it does show a side that Ben Affleck can totally play Bruce Wayne, because he's ruthless, businessman sort of thing. And yeah, that's totally cool stuff, because it'll set up, you know, Bruce Wayne for him. Anyway, that's all for this review for Runner. See ya.